Hi, I'm John Lent, and I'm here today to show you the installation process on our custom race medal frames. So to begin with, we're going to show you whether you're a veteran marathon runner with 50 medals or whether you have just a dozen or so medals that you'd like to display. We're going to examine how you can make this look like a work of art. So to start, there's very simple tools that you need. A Phillips screwdriver, a couple of pairs of pliers, and that's about it. And then we'll have a look at some race medals, and I'll show you some tips and tricks of the variations of the race medals. Some are very nice, small hook, very smooth. Others have large hardware or key rings. And in those cases, that's not going to work out well when they have to fit in each of the individual slats of the race frame. So I'll show you how you can eliminate some of this hardware and how it'll fit smoothly into the frame. So the first step with your frame is to simply, with the Phillips screwdriver, remove the 4 screws and take the top section of the frame off. So we've removed the 4 screws from the top section, and we'll slide the top section off. And here's where we begin by simply removing the 4 slats of the frame. So to begin with, let's pick a medal that, how about this one? It's quite colorful. You simply hold the medal in place, and we want to have 2 wraps of the ribbon around the medal. It'll take a few times to get it all squared up. So I've wrapped the ribbon around it 2 times. And we just get it in the general position. We can always readjust it later on. And the next one I'm going to show you is one that I talked about that has some hardware that's not going to fit on here very well. So let's put this aside for the moment. How about this one that has a key ring? Things like that really aren't going to frame very well. So the first step is we'll remove that clip on this particular medal. I want to remove this ring, and I've got a couple of pairs of pliers. And I'm just going to open up that ring, and for the time being, let's just get rid of it. Now, when I said one of the tricks of eliminating some of this larger hardware, I like to use something as simple as our Christmas tree ornament. And it's a very pliable, small wire. And from here, I'm just going to, well, let's see. Let's put this on and give it a few twists. And I'm going to put the ribbon back on. And I'm going to use this Christmas tree hook, and there again, I'm going to twist it a little bit. And the reason why that I'm doing this is because before, where we had a key ring and a large buckle, this is going to lie on the slat a lot flatter. At this point, it's going to lie on the slats flatter. This is a very narrow ribbon, not like our previous one. And I'm going to just take a few moments, and I'm going to wrap this 2 or 3 times. And it takes a lot of moving around to get it straight. So my main point is, if you have a ribbon that has a small ring, fine, go ahead and put it on the slat. If you have some that have large hardware, well, then we'll have to get rid of that and use that hook. So let's put this aside. I've got 3 medals on the slat, and another tip is to keep the tightness of the ribbons. I like to use masking tape and just hold all the ribbons in place when I get a row done. So let me show you, here's one that I went through, and I've got 3 other layers or 3 other slats that have all the medals. And what we'll do is we'll take our last 4th one and we'll slide it back in the top. And of course the last step would be to take off that top that we did in step 1, and we're going to reinstall the 4 screws, and we're almost done. Now on this particular model, I just want to demonstrate two options are available. I'll build these either with the standard wire hook for wall mounting, or also I've done a tabletop version that has this little slide out stand, and it sits very nicely on top of the table. Another tip is, if you really want to hide all of your ribbons in the back, you can cut a piece of cardboard and just pop that in there just to hide everything. Clean up the back, and there you have it. A custom frame for your race medals. Thanks for watching.